functions now. The outermost coat, I told you that it is sclerotic coat, right? Sclerotic coat. What is the function of that? It is the outermost coat. You write it down, okay? All the functions. The outermost coat is called as sclerotic coat. And do you know the color of sclerotic coat? White color. Okay. It is white in color. It is opaque and it is tough. Okay. The sclerotic coat which is present outside, no, the eyeball, that is white in color. Which one? Sclerotic coat. Sclerotic coat, I told that it is bulged in the front and that is called as cornea. See, cornea is the front portion which is bulged and it is thin and transparent because light should pass through, no? So it is thin and transparent and it is the bulging part of the which one? Sclerotic coat. The next coat is choroid coat. Choroid coat will be in which color? I gave a hint in the first point, like here seeing colorful word, it is not black and white. So I have said that this is which color? White in color, and the choroid coat will be, yes, black in color. Okay, they are greyish black in color. There is a reason for that. It keeps the eye dark. Why it should be kept dark? The light rays which is coming inside, no? Internal reflection takes place. To avoid that internal reflection, this coat, which coat? Choroid coat is in which color? It is greyish black in color. Okay? So white, then black. So iris, the next part what we are going to study is iris. Iris is which one? The extended portion of choroid, right? So this is a dark muscular diaphragm. It controls the size of the pupil. See, when you are entering inside a dark room, you will not be able to see anything for some time. After that, some adjustment will be done by our eye and automatically we will be able to see the objects in black and white. We are not adjusting, no? Will we take our eye and adjust? No. It is adjusting on its own. So, iris is a diaphragm. It controls the size of the pupil. So, internally that adjustments are happening. Then the next part is pupil. Pupil is the which one? The portion which is in between the iris. So the pupil is the central circular aperture in the iris, and the diameter, if you see, I asked, no, the diameter is 1 millimeter. Okay, the diameter is 1 millimeter. What is the function of the pupil? It regulates and controls the amount of light with the help of involuntary muscle fibers. The muscle fibers will help in regulating or controlling the amount of light which is coming inside. You have studied about voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles, right? Okay, inside our intestine, what type of muscles? Yes. In our heart, which type of muscles? Yes. So, voluntarily, if we are doing something, that is called as voluntary, and without our knowledge if something is happening, it is involuntary. Okay. So, the muscle fibers helps in that. The next one is crystalline lens. I told it is crystalline lens. Why? It is crystal in nature. It provides the finer adjustment of the focal length which is required to focus the objects. See, some children, they will be standing far from me, but still I will be able to see. If you are standing near, I will be able to see. So, who is doing that adjustment? That also we are going to study. Okay, so it provides the adjustment of the focal length. We are going to study what is focal length. Focal length which is required to focus the object at the retina. The next one is ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are the muscles which are holding the lens, I said. What is the function? They control the focal length of the eye lens. Controlling means, what is the control? They will contract and relax so that adjustment will happen. The next one is optic nerve. Optic nerves, the bundle of fibers which are coming out, no? The signals will be transferred. Okay, bundle of nerves which are originated from the brain and they carry the electrical signals from the eye to the brain. So that nerve is called as optic nerve. You know the difference between motor nerve and sensory nerve? Okay, keep searching. Okay, this is the optic nerves. work. The next one is retina. Retina is the third coat. Outermost coat is called the sclerotic coat, choroid coat, and the innermost is retina. So retina is a thin membrane which is rich in nerve fibers. Okay, nerve fibers are more, and it contains, is very important, it contains two kinds of light sensitive cells. See, light sensitive cells, it's very important. You have studied about rods and cones? Good. Rods are responsible for dash. Phillips? Yes. Cones? So to see the colors, find it out, okay? What is the purpose of having rods and what is the use of cones? While studying this, we should also study two spots, yellow spot and blind spot. Okay? How many rods and cones are there in our eyes? Do you know? Is it in billion or million? Find it out. Okay? Check. How many rods and cones are there in our eyes? So, yellow spot and blind spot are the two spots which we see in retina. And the yellow spot it is most sensitive to light. Okay? And blind spot we can't see. In this part, no, we will not be able to see because they do not have light sensitive cells. Okay, shall we have a recap and then study aqueous humor and vitreous humor? So, the first thing what we studied is sclerotic coat. It is the outermost coat and it is white in color, it is opaque and tough. The next bulged portion of that sclerotic coat is cornea. It is the front projected part and it is transparent and thin. Okay. Then the next layer is choroid coat. Which color it is? Grey, blackish, greyish black in color. And it is black in color. Why? To keep the eye dark. What will it do? It will absorb the diffuse light and to avoid internal reflection. Then iris. Iris is the dark muscular diaphragm. What is its work? It controls the size of the pupil. Then the next one is pupil. Pupil is the space. So it is a central circular aperture in the iris. Central circular aperture. The diameter is 1 millimeter. It regulates and controls the amount of light with the help of involuntary muscle fibers. Okay. Then the next one is crystalline lens. It provides finer adjustment of focal length which is required to focus the object on the retina. Then the next one is ciliary muscles. What is the function of ciliary muscles? Controls. It contracts and relaxes the focal length of the eye lens. What is optic nerve? It's a bundle of nerves which are originated from the brain or it connects the eye as well as the brain. So it's a bundle of nerves originated from the brain. They carry electrical signals. They carry electrical signals to the brain. What is retina? It is a thin membrane which is rich in nerve fibers. Okay, which is rich in nerve fibers and it contains very important two kinds of light sensitive cells called as rods and cones. Rods are helpful to see black and white and cones are helpful to see colored objects. You find out the reason. Okay. So and I also studied about yellow spot and blind spot. What is yellow spot? The most sensitive area is yellow spot and the blind spot will not be able to see. Why? The reason you should find it out. Then the next one is aqueous humor and vitreous humor. The region between the cornea and the lens, it is called as aqueous humor. First one, A. V is, see, A. Opposite to that is B. So this is first and this is second. Aqueous humor is in the front and vitreous humor is the region between lens and the retina. Okay. So we'll see what is aqueous humor. Aqueous humor is made up of 99% of water it seems. Find out what is that 1% remaining now. What is it made up of? Okay, 99% it's water. So aqueous humor, it's a transparent one and it is water-like fluid. It's filled with water-like fluid It is similar to plasma. Plasma, which what you have studied in biology, plasma. So it is similar to plasma. And what is the function of this aqueous humor? Why do we have aqueous humor in this region? It provides nutrition to eye. So who is providing nutrition to eye? Aqueous humor is providing nutrition to eye. One more function is also there. It maintains the shape of cornea. Okay, so two functions. It provides nutrition to the eye and it also maintains shape of cornea. The next one is vitreous humor. Vitreous humor is the next portion. The region between lens and retina. It is jelly-like. See here, it is water-like fluid. Here it is jelly-like. It does not flow. Okay, jelly-like and it does not flow. It maintains the shape of the eyeball. Here it maintains the shape of the cornea. Here it maintains the shape of the eyeball. Okay, so all these parts are very important. You may get any MCQ or you may get 2 marks, 3 marks asking about the functions of each and every part. So be very thorough. Draw the diagram and then explain on your own. But before that you should know. Then only you will be able to explain. Okay. There is a question from my side now. Chicks, they wake up late and they will go to bed early, it seems. What is the reason? You find it out. Okay. The next one is, you have studied about UV rays. What is UV rays? Ultraviolet rays. And one more light also you have studied, no? Infrared. What is the difference between infrared, the light which we see, and ultraviolet? Do you know? One line you should find it out. What is the visible light, what we are seeing? The ultraviolet rays, that is ultraviolet light, and infrared light. Okay? And the next question is, bees are able to see ultraviolet light, it seems. Okay? Bees are able to see. Are we able to see? Find it out. Will we be able to see ultraviolet as well as infrared? If yes, give me the reason. If not, give me the reason for that. Okay? So today we have studied about the structure of human eye. In the next class we will be studying about accommodation of eye. Okay? Bye.